Salute to everybody. Peace and power. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Hope all is well with everybody. Everybody's protecting their self, their soul, their spirit, and their energy. Okay, so listen up, everybody. This is something I've been putting together for a lot of my wise warriors out there and people in transition. Okay, so looking out the window, what do I see? I see chaos. Looking out the window, what I see? Selfishness. Looking out the window, what I see? Crime. Looking out the window, what do I see? Poverty. Looking out the window, what do I see? Hatred. Looking out the window, what do I see? Selfishness. Looking out the window, what do I see? Lies. Looking out the window, what do I see? Corruption. Looking out the window, what do I see? Animosity. So what I started to do was I looked into my spirit. I looked into my soul. And what I started to see was inner peace. I looked into my soul, what I started to see inner happiness, solitude. I looked into my soul, what I started to see. I started to see that I'm unable to let or allow what goes on outside of what I could control affect me. Don't let it affect me. Don't allow it to. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. This is how people decide or choose to live their life. That's on them. That have nothing to do with me. That have nothing to do with me. Looking into my soul, I accept who I am, where I am, and where I'm looking to go. That's why I look down at the old me and look up at the new me. See, the old me, people may say they knew who I was. But the new me, I'm still learning who I'm becoming. So I keep the new me away from old things, old people, my old self. So I could stay becoming the new me. Looking into my soul, I'm wiser than I was yesterday. Having my spirit connected to my soul, I become one with the Most High in the universe. See, when I gaze into the stratosphere or into the sky, I don't see anything. I'm just gazing into the sky. I don't see anything. I'm just gazing into the sky. When I look into my soul, I sense sincerity. When I look into my soul, I sense gratification of being thankful. How come I'm thankful? It's because I got life, I got strength, I got breath. See, the more I start looking into me, I stopped looking out the window. Because the more I looked out the window, the less I was looking into me. And I couldn't see my spirit and my soul. Because my spirit and my soul was connected to everything I was seeing out the window. So I stopped looking out the window and looked into the windows of my soul and the windows of my spirit. And I'm thankful and I'm humbled that I was able to do that. And I do it every day. Because once I stopped looking out the window, I became blind to what was outside. And now I was able to see what was in me. I was able to see what was in me. It don't matter what somebody else will or won't do. It have nothing to do with me. I'm only worrying about what I could control. It's not about what people say to me. It's about the response. It's not what people do. It's how you react. It's not what people call you. It's what you respond to. See, I had to learn by looking into my spirit and my soul, which is the windows to the spirit of my soul. It's not about fighting back. It's about defending myself. It's not about fighting back. It's about defending myself. And what I like about not fighting back and defending myself, I stopped fighting for others and started fighting for me. I stopped fighting for others and started fighting. See, because when you start fighting for you and you stop fighting for others, you'll really see how much protecting yourself you should have been doing. Should have been protecting yourself. See, we like to protect ourselves when somebody says we're not being honest, or we're liars, or we think we better, or we think we know more. See, I defended myself and protected myself because I was weak and susceptible to other things and other people, to what they said, what they thought, what they believed. And I had to say, you know what? Why am I going back and forth with them about what they think, what they say, or what I'm saying, or I believe, or I see that's true, and it applies for me? Why am I going back and forth with them? All I got to do is stop fighting for others and with others, and start fighting for me. Start fighting to make sure that I mind my business. Stop fighting with other people about them minding my business. Just fight for myself to not mind their business. Stop arguing with them about gossiping and just don't gossip. Stop arguing with them about sports. Just don't pay it no mind. And when I'm paying it attention or I'm paying it mind, it's not to actually go back and forth with them because I believe I know more, or because I believe I've seen more or experienced more. It's literally to enjoy it. And when it's over, it's over. Conversation, once it's over, it's over. I ain't worrying about it the next day, the day after. I'm going to get what I can from it and leave it alone. And if I got nothing from it, that's not a problem. I really did still get something from it because I had to learn to listen, to learn if I got something from it or not. But I stopped looking out the window and started looking into the window of my soul, into the window of my spirit. So I'm humbled and thankful that I learned how to do that. Before I get to the end of the video, guys, made it this far, I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you like. And don't forget, guys, I have memberships. So some videos may be up there for maybe a week or a day or a couple weeks or a couple hours. Now put them on membership mode. Because now, guys, that we monetize all this information, it's not intended for everybody. And sometimes you may have to become a member just to really get the information, study it, so you don't have to be distracted by tons of people in the comment section. All right, guys, so back to the content. So when you start looking into the window of your soul, you start to get to hear your voice echoing down that hallway. Instead of hearing everybody else's voice in back of you, or next to you, or on the side of you, or in front of you, or in your ear, saying what you need to eat, how you need to dress, how you need to diet, what your spiritual or religious belief should be, where you should work, what type of family you should have, when you should start a family, who you should marry, what your career ambitions or goals should be. You listen to yourself because you're looking into the window of your own soul. And one thing I like about doing that, and I appreciate about doing it, your spirit and your soul will never lie to you. You will lie to you, but your spirit and your soul won't. It just won't. It's unable to do that. Because when something ain't right, your spirit detects that. Your soul detects that. Your mind, our minds will play tricks on us. Our mind will tell us we don't need to do something. We don't need to say something. But our ego is connected to that. So our ego will be like, man, better say something back. Man, better do something back. But your spirit will be like, walk away. Your soul will be at peace with you walking away. Your soul will be at peace with you not arguing. Your soul will be at peace with peace, with solitude. Your spirit can rest better when you got self-happiness, self-gratitude, self-awareness, self-accountability. Your spirit and your soul will rest easier because you're going to blame you for things that's not right in your life. You're not going to blame your woman. You're not going to blame your family. You're not going to blame your husband. You're not going to blame the government. You're not going to blame whatever country you're in or whatever country you're from. You're going to look into the windows of your soul and say, you know what? I ain't about that. You know what? That ain't feeding my spirit and my soul no more. Whatever it is, unnecessary food, unnecessary music, unnecessary TV, unnecessary internet, whatever it is, unnecessary gossip, unnecessary jobs, unnecessary money, unnecessary bills, whatever it is, your spirit and your soul will have you snip, cut it off and cut it out. All right, guys, so don't forget, like, share, subscribe, and don't forget now, tap in for those memberships. I'm looking forward to a lot of you guys tapping in for those memberships. All right, peace, power, assalamu alaikum. Till next time, remember, guys, self-respect, self-control, self-awareness, self-accountability. All right, guys, peace, world.